Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. I want to thank you all for the love and support that you showed my first video, Cold Wars, where we kind of did a first look. We didn't know what we were doing, and it's kind of the same thing we're going to do right now. So if you're looking for an expert in this game or someone who kind of knows, you know, the expert gameplay, this is probably not the video for you. But this is someone who is of course going to take the game seriously. What I want to do is go into training. Now I've done these missions several times, but what I wanted to do was kind of show you how, because some people are asking me like how to go up, how to go down. So a few things to note here. It's funny how navigation is under all the weapons trainings, and so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right through all these weapons trainings to kind of show you how the game works, how the dynamics are, and then you can decide of course if you want to do this or play the game or not. So it's just something for you to keep in mind. So of course, here is the submarine. This is my submarine, of course. And a few things we want to note. Like I said, if you haven't seen the other video, you probably should. But I can kind of give you a go around. So the graphics are good in the sense of like I can zoom out, zoom in, and there's pretty much no lag. It's pretty good in that sense. So this is going to show me how to do things like combat. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to put the periscope up. So if you press P, that should be one of the things that's available for me. There we go. You see that? You press 0 and P, and look at that. Sorry, 0 is for the periscope. P is to zoom in, and with the arrow keys, look at that. There is the enemy. Now he's stationary. That's not going to be what usually happens, but in this case, this is the training, so it's just showing us how it works. If you hit tab, you go full screen on this as well. I can zoom in and out with the mouse key. This is the enemy that we're looking at. So if I go back into periscope view, I can hit I, and you will see what happens here. So let's call attention to here. This is my information, 45 feet depth. Everything else is 0. This is called an alligator, and it's giving me all the information. It's giving me the speed, it's giving me the range, and pretty much how good of a target range I have. So 95% in my target range, which is really good. Here are my torpedoes. It's really easy to use them and fire them. You go over here, you're going to press space, and you have this nice little line here with a bearing and a range. All you're going to do is place it where you want. You want your thing right here, and you're going to right click. That's it. You can see all of a sudden the torpedo going toward it. If you hit tab again, look at that. It'll follow the torpedo. If you want to speed it up, you hit F9. I'm not going to do that because I just want to show you how it works, how it explodes, and the graphics and so forth. But later on, if you're too impatient, you just want to see it explode, then you do it like that. So it's kind of cool. Kind of a cool thing. Hopefully the music is not too high. I want to see this thing explode. Now there's a lot of ways you can do this. I believe if you hit... Oh. We just do it for, yeah, we'll just do it like that so we see the ship. Boom, look at that. Pretty good explosion there. And the ship is done, and the mission is done. That's it, guys and gals. So we're gonna leave combat. We're gonna try another type of torpedo. These are wired guided. Now the difference is, what basic torpedoes, you fire them and you're done. You can't really move them. However, with wire guided torpedoes, you can fire them, and then if it's still towed to your submarine, you can change the direction, which is awesome. So we're kind of in the same place. Let's do the exact same thing. Let's press 0 again. We will see our periscope go up. Go to P mode, and again, arrow keys. This game is very highly focused in your keyboard, and these ships are moving, so I'm going to kind of do this quickly. I'm going to press I to get all the information in my sonar, I guess you can say. I get that one, yeah, and one more. Where are you, buddy? I might have to go here. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of fire. Oh, M3. Here we go. So the thing with this one is, though, there is a range on this thing. So let me fire this one. I'm gonna select my next torpedo, space, and then of course I'm gonna fire it. Now I would just keep an eye on what you're doing. I'm gonna click on my other one here and do the same thing. Boom. Now you can see they're going in 3 different directions. Let me just close that. You can select them. So you see how I'm doing that, and then how I would change the direction. So let's say I'm going to change the course of number 1. Let's move up here, and let's say I want to change it. There's a torpedo. I need to left click on it, and then I'm changing the direction. See that? So I can go over here maybe, and then click, and then it will alter the path. So it's kind of cool. You have to kind of be on these guys because the direction changes a lot. And if you're doing 3, it's a lot harder. See, like this one, for example. This one's really veering off the direction. But here's the, oops, I didn't want to do that. Here's the issue now, though. Oh, so if I click on the second one, I also click on the first one. Okay, so I'm going to alter that and go like that. You see the torpedo again moves. Let's go to number 3. Now number 2, did I lose that one? It's not showing up here. I might have to fire another one. That's okay. Let's do it with a range. I think your range needs to be below 9 to hit it, or you may have issues. So below 10, I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. See that? Oh, we got one explosion. There we go. Look at that. So when it gets close enough, there's like a kind of a heat-seeking capability that helps out. So see, this is where it may take a long time. And you can hit F9. See that? Look at this. This one has zeroed in on this, so that is awesome. This one, though, not so much. I don't really know what happened to this torpedo. So what we're going to do is, see if we can select this one. If you want to load the torpedoes again, you're going to click on an empty slot and hit R. It's going to show you the torpedo that's coming in, and it just takes some time to load up. So, now my thing is, how can I select the torpedo that I want? Is this guy going? I think that one's going, guys. Look at that. There it is. It has altered its course, and I didn't do it. So, press F9. I think we'll be good. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's getting it. Yes, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at the fireworks. Alright, let's go back over here. Oh yes, this baby is in its track. So let's do it. Let's click over here. I wish I can alter the position here. It's okay. But it's zeroed in, so we're just going to go fast forward here. Now the problem is that this ship... Oh, is it done? Hold on, hold on. It destroyed it. When you get that image, it destroys the ship. Oh, there we go. Haha. Well, there we go, guys and gals. Another mission. Very, very nice. Leaving combat. No vessels left. Very, very cool. Awesome. Okay, now this is my favorite. These are cruise missiles. You guys probably heard these from the Iraqi war back in 91, I believe. It's the first time they used the cruise missiles. These are cool. Alright, guys and gals, so let me show you what to do here. These are for the cruise missiles. As I said, the ones that were pretty much seen in the first Iraqi war. So let's do that. We have our contacts here. Let us raise the periscope so we can get a good readout on these enemies. Let's press P. Search these guys out. We should be able to see them. Maybe not. They may be too far out. Sometimes the enemy's too far out, like in this situation, which is why you would need these missiles. So you see that in this case the periscope won't work. It's too far. You don't really know where they are, so you gotta hit your sonar, your radar, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the proper terminology, I apologize. But you're gonna press space over here. And these have a range between 9 and 10. You need to fire them between those ranges. So this one, M2, the first enemy, is at 349, range is 12. So you got to keep the bearing, 349, but you got to keep the range below 10, basically, and over 8. And we're going to fire. However, we fired the torpedo, so let me show you what to do. That's not what you want to do. You're going to mouse over the torpedo and hit R. It's going to cycle to the white weapon there. It's kind of what you want. Now this one, I don't know if I could break it away, to be honest with you. There we go. You see the missiles are loading in. You can press F9 to kind of continue that, make that a little faster. So I'm going to select that and kind of, okay, there we go. It's ready now. I'm going to do the same thing. 349 at less than 10. 349 at less than 10. Boom. Let's look at that. Look at that cruise missile. Isn't that freaking awesome? Look at that. Now you can finally see the ships. Now the cruise missiles, of course, fly really low so that they're not shot down. And they will guide themselves to the target as long as you give it the proper heading. They're very good. Even if your target moves, it'll zero in on it. I wanted to show you. Oh, look at that. It's going to zero in on the one that's most likely to hit. And look at that. There we go. So we have one enemy down, a couple more to go. Let's click over here. Let's get that one going. And let's do this guy. Range 15, bearing 0. Perfect. Less than 10, bearing will be 0. And let's do it. Look at that. Boom. That's perfect. Now you see this guy was hit. First guy. So I gotta get the guy on the right and the left. So let me load my cruise missile again. So let's get it to this guy. Oh no. Did I fire that one? I think I did. It's okay. Not what I wanted to do. Let's try again. Is this guy in? He's not yet, so we're going to have to wait just a little bit. Okay. So we have another one loaded in. Let's press space to get that going. 348. Less than 10. There we go. Yeah. So cool. Alright, so this one's going to hit that guy. Already hit that guy. Let's hit the guy on the right. This one seems to be almost ready. And boom. Look at that. You see how it zeroed in? It literally turned itself. That is so cool. That is really cool. Look at that. Boom. All 4 targets destroyed. Look at that. No vessels nearby. Everything green, just like we want to do it. That is awesome. So cool, guys and gals. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. We can do 5, 6, and 7 in another video. Let me know if you want to see that. Let's go to navigation though. I'll show you that very quickly. To me, it's weird that they do navigation after all the weapons. I don't know why that works. I think you should be able to steer before you know how to fire stuff, but it is what it is. So let me show you how this works. Okay, you get the WASD keys, but the way it works, it's like Q and Z are paired up, W and X, and then E and C. And so if you hit Q, you start to move forward. See that? And you head flank, and you start to see, of course, the graphics move over here. And this is your holy grail right here, your left side. It tells you your speed in knots and your depth. So you do want to know that. I just accelerated. We're just going forward. Nothing too fancy. If I hit A, I'm going to go to the left. My rudder is at -5. Negative means left in this case. 0 means completely straight or zeroed in. And then positive number, 5, with no negative, means you're going to the right. So I can go 10 degrees to the right and go 15 degrees to the right, 20, and I believe up to 30. That's my timer, guys and gals. I'm going to finish this because we're almost done. And so I would be making complete circles. Let me hit F9. And that just kind of speeds up. This is a great way, I think, to practice, because now I'm at 25 and I want to zero it in. So you can see what shapes you're making over here. It's great in the tutorial. Now I'm going to go full complete turn this way. So now I'm making a left turn. We're going to zero in, of course, and slow down. Okay, so you know how to go forward. Let me show you backwards, which is easy. Just basically not what I want to do. Did I do S? Why did I do S? I didn't want to do that. S. What did I do with S? There we go. So X levels you out. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful view coming out of the water like that. Very, very nice. Let me just double check this. I was hitting S, right? Okay. W and S change the dive plane. So that was my issue here. So let me do this. So now we're going to see the submarine go down. W and S. So W and S are paired together, not W and X. And so you see, if you want to level it out, your plane is at 0. You want to go up. See, it's -5, so that means you're going up. And this is really going to shoot you. Oh, excuse me. This is going to shoot you down. See that? Shows you how, kind of gives you a little warning, passing 100 feet and almost 200 feet. So once you pass 200, you get 200 and so forth. You hit S, and it's going to point you upwards. There we go, to maximum upwards range. Again, you can use compression to do that. And we're gonna level out my height there, just like that. Okay, your C and E keys are gonna change your ballast, which means not really pointing the ship that way, but it depends what you want to do in terms of, here, let me press forward here. There we go. So you see that? So I'm going down, but it's different because my ship or my submarine is not pointing down. It's literally letting out the air, letting the air. So when you let in water, you go down. When you let out the water, when you let in air, sorry, you go up. The air is what makes you float up, and the water makes you sink. And so let's say you want to do an emergency going up, shift R. So let's say I'm down here, I'm at 200 feet. You hit shift R, it releases pretty much all of your ballast. It's an emergency blow, as it's called, and it basically launches you as quickly as possible to the surface. I'm going to hit F9 so you can see that. Go to the top, and once you're in the top, I want you to see this. The ballast is counting down. See that? 49, 48. You cannot go down until this goes to 0, because basically your ballast needs to fill up again so that you can go down. And see, so I'm going to try. I will hit S. See, we're at 30. We can't go down. See that? Not going down. Not going down. Okay, and then now I'm going to start lowering my C there. Hitting C. Ballast is lowering, and of course, wait a second. Let me level that off. Okay, there we go. Can I go down, por favor? My ballast. Hello, ballast. Let me see. Can we go forward just like that? There we go. Sink into the depths. There we go. We'll keep 0. There we go. We'll keep it at that. And of course the ballast is what pulls us up or down. Look at that. So one kind of points you up or down, and the other one shoots you up and down. So I hope this helped you out, guys and gals. I hope this was pretty fun. It's kind of a first tutorial, kind of cramming all of them into one space as much as possible, just so you guys can get an idea. Hopefully answer any questions, and we'll see you all, guys and gals, next time. And don't forget, be hopeful.